Hi everyone, my name is Alex and this is an independent testing by Bytex Studio. Today we are going to talk about the game called Crossout. It's a massive multiplayer online shooter with cars. It actually reminds me of Mad Max because of its place of action. It takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where you will have to destroy cars of other people and, well, have a lot of fun. The main feature of this game is building your own car with complete freedom of opportunities. Well, let's take a look at our editor's mode. I have already allowed myself to build a foundation for our future car, and let's see what we can add here. There we go, this is our storage. As we can see, there are a few wheels we can have, a few car jacks, weapon radiators, a lot of weaponry. This is really not everything we can have here. Even though it's early access, it already has a lot of things that we can create or buy or win during our battles, but let's discuss this later. First of all, we'll have to pick our own cabin. Let's take a pickup cabin. There we go. Then we would have to add a fender. We can copy items by pressing Ctrl and left mouse button. Here we go. Our future weapon would have to have a weapon radiator, so we'll have to put it. Yes, and let's take a van roof to cover our trunk. There we go. And a few tin caps to cover it from the behind. Yes, there we go. Now our weapon radiator is secured, let's call it that way, and most vehicles would have to work a bit to get to it. Now we can add a cannon or a machine gun. Well, let's use a 76mm cannon and put it here. And let's also pick, can we pick a light machine gun? Yes. Every cannon requires some energy for its usage, and now our energy drain is 7 points. We only have 8 points of energy, so that's pretty much all we can do with our weapons at our current level, of course. But let's see what we can add here. Well, we can paint our car with an isotope, which makes our car very green, and I think it looks cool, and it would add our car some individuality. Yes. Now our car looks very pretty. Well, we can add a car jack if we need it. No, we can't. It also requires energy, so let's put our van roof back. There we go, and paint it again. Here we go. We have 4 fractions here. First is engineers. You are with them by default when you start this game. We also have lunatics, which would require repetition level 10. We also have nomads and scavengers. Every fraction have their own vehicle blueprints and equipment. Every vehicle blueprint is pretty much unique, and we can choose different cars and take it for a test drive. Well, let's do that maybe. Yeah, there we go. This is the ghost of our car that's in the garage. Let's destroy it. So we don't think it's our future enemy. There we go. And there go bots. The game is very arcade, which adds it a lot of fun actually. So it's always very fun to look at all these pirouettes and symbols that car make when they fly away just like that. And it's always funny to take a look at behavior of the cars when they got their wheels destroyed, and make circles just again and again and again, trying to shoot from some ammo like this cannon, which cannot be rotated very much. Well, this is pretty much the test drive. We also have the market here, where we can buy some parts like medium machine gun, truck cabin, and so on and so forth. Players put their stuff here and try to sell it, and maybe even try to buy it. And the thing is that you cannot negotiate for the cost of every item. They put their price for selling and for buying, and you always have to have the certain amount of your money in order to buy it. This is our storage, which I have already showed you. And here we can buy a few bundles. And this is an exhibition. Here we can see vehicles that are put here by players. Most creative can build their little farms or walls from Mario, or even such things. Players can be very creative sometimes, and we can always take a car for a great test drive. Yeah, this car looks very dangerous, and as soon as it sees the enemy, it shoots it. Yeah, so it has an automatic cannons. Man, I wouldn't want to face this car in PvP battle. As you can see, I don't even have to do anything. The car shoots itself. Which I actually have never met before. That looks very funny, but let's proceed. Well, here we go with our build, with the car we've built, and let's have a little battle. Here we can see the PvP battles and PvE battles. For every battle we get rewards such as coupons and copper. Every PvE battle requires 10 fuel to start the mission and 3 or 4 players. PvP battles don't require anything, they only require your desire to play, and they have some rewards such as new machine guns, jacks or barrels, or many other stuff. We can take a few battles we want, and by picking any battle we can see that rewards change. After level 5 we can see another raid, and at level 7 we can see another raid. Well, let's take a look at the battle. Yeah, that's pretty much how the battle looks like. My car is not very unique, as you can see. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, like driving with wheels off, and it actually sometimes is funny to look at. Yes, now the new round is on, and yes, now the teams are even and we can start. We can have a few PvP matches, such as control the base, or maybe capture the point. It's about the point which is placed in the middle of the map, well, as usual. Here you can see the minimap, and this is our baby, actually in game. There we can see our first enemies, and I'm chopped liver. Yes, too many of them. Well, I guess next time I'd better stay with our team. Every match is very speedy, and you will always have to stay in movement. They're also quite short, and you can play a couple matches during your maybe lunch break. And for a day of playing, I haven't met a match that would last like the whole time of the whole given time. Usually they are much shorter, and well, pretty much like here. We have almost a minute and a half left, and we have won. It's not like I've made a lot of progress here, but let's see if we can have another raid where we can maybe perform better. Here we can see the different map and the same game mode. There we go. The game is only early access, so it doesn't have everything in this game. I think that after the release there would be a lot more a lot more cars to build and a lot more maps to play on. Oh, so we are surrounded by enemies, and somehow we weren't able to shoot. Let's make haste out here. And I get surrounded by enemies again. Even though I often get killed in this game, it's still fun. I don't know how, because I'm usually very critical about how fast I get killed and how often I get killed. Yet it's very hilarious, I think. you're never angry with the people you've killed. You're never tired of playing this. Maybe it's because I play this in short portions. I don't know. As we can see, the game has a lot of great visual aspects. The graphics is pretty much what it needs. I think it's almost perfect for an MMO game, and it has a very good visuals. I mean, every map we can see and every game we can play, you know, they have a lot of great visual aspects. Let's call it that way. And let's take a look at our PvE battles. Just one shot, maybe. This is a PvE mission, and here we will have to fight against AI and destroy a few pump jacks. There we go. Every pump jack destroy adds us time to play this mission, to complete this mission, and AI tries not to allow this to us. As we can see, players sometimes get in the way, but that's what MMO's for, right? You see, that's what I was talking about. 3 wheels, we're still going, and we're rolling. I'm also a great music fan, and the sound effects are very important to me. And what I was glad to hear is, and to see that, is that the game also has a lot of great sound effects. Not only talking about shooting and destroying, which is also pretty cool. It also has a lot of great music. Maybe I would even buy some soundtracks from this game and listen to them on my way to work. Who knows? And we're dead again. But here, every mission, we always have one respawn to return to battle. So let's use it. And we're back again. Oh, yet we have our enemy here. Oh, that hurts. As you can see, single player missions, PvE missions are not very easy, and it's not like that you can just take them on your own. you would always have to stay close to your friends in order not to not be completely destroyed. Just like me now. The mission gets very intense as we have 2 more pump jacks left to destroy and a minute and a half to do that. There we go. The cutthroat turned his car over and yet he is shooting and he's jumping back. Yes, and we have only 1 pump jack left. The guy called Lucifer 13 is pretty close to it. Let's hope he can manage. As I have already said, players are quite creative. This is a little spiky machine gun bug that one can create, and we have won. Well, this is pretty much what this game is about, and this was the game called Crossout. My name is Alexei, and I'm from Bytex Studio, and this was an independent testing by Bytex Studio. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Goodbye.